When I started to make the dolls for my Christmas project and post them, I thought this could be very, very time consuming because, as you already know, I made the 5 Christmas elves and I made the Santa, and I decided to make a Mrs. Santa too, and yeah. When I started at the 12th of December, I was quite intrigued. So, currently, it is the 17th of December, and I'm done. So, enjoy how Mrs. Santa was made? For the longest time, I thought I wanted to use an old Barbie hat for her, but as much as I liked the sculpt, it looked a little bit too small for the body. So I decided to go with one of the newer ones. I had this one laying around for some time, and originally I did not plan to make her, repaint her, but she was too much of a fit. So I removed her hair, I removed her makeup, and with that sprayed her with some MSC, because now she will be the Mrs. Santa. From the start, I was sure that she needed to look a little bit older, because with him already looking a bit older, it would have been weird if she was the mid-20 girly Miss Santa to the grey-haired old guy. I didn't want that. So for the first time, I tried to paint on some wrinkles and make her at least look a little bit older. It turned out well in the end, but I went in too heavy straight away, so I had to layer on quite a lot of soft pastels to make the wrinkles I painted on less prominent. I think I achieved it quite well in the end. I think you can see that she is meant to be a little bit older, but yeah, it was a journey, just to say it. The rest of the repaint was basic. It was the same as always. I really have to say the most work went into the wrinkles to make them look less like just, yeah, lines of dark color. And I shaded over them again and again and again. And yeah, in the end, they are still quite heavy, but less prominent, looking more natural. I think the face-up went very well. One thing I am still not very happy with is her lips, because the sculpt has an open mouth, and I first tried to do everything that she has a closed mouth, and that looked totally weird. I had to give her some teeth. It's okay. Not my favorite thing. These frozen smiles are not what I like the most, but it is okay. I'm happy with her face up, and let's say it, her dress is the main part of attraction on her. So let me show you how I did it. First, I made a blouse out of a white fabric with golden stars, which I thought was just perfect for her. I made a blouse for a friend of mine, Rainbow Fine Art, and out of this fabric. And I had some left, so why not? And basically, I just made the upper part because I already knew it will be sewn onto the main dress so that nothing will slip off or look weird. After cutting that out, I took out my trusty candle again and burned the edges because this was synthetic, so for me there is nothing better than burning the edges to stop everything from fraying. And when I use synthetic, I always do this. Then it was time to cut out the rest of the dress, and I found this green velvet laying around at my mom's place. There was quite a lot of it, and originally I planned to give her a red dress, but I had not enough red velvet anymore, so I used this green one, and in the end I'm so damn happy that I did it. Her dress turned out even better than I imagined it. And in fact, it turned out so well that when I played Animal Crossing and saw a similar dress, I was like, ooh, I make a Christmas lady out of my Animal Crossing character. In the end, I designed this whole dress in Animal Crossing through the designer app that you have there. I went a little bit bonkers with her because I'm totally in love with this dress. Funny, I know. For the center front of the top part, I used a teeny tiny bit of red, but I had to be careful because I needed all of this for him. After stitching everything together, we ended up with this, and already quite promising, but I made a cord out of embroidery floss, and I wanted to have it in this wavy pattern, so I drew some circles on the back of the dress, and yeah, then I took out what I embroidered for her apron is it, and yeah, stitched that together as well. I am planning to do some in-depth tutorials for sewing at the start of next year, so just to show you how everything is made. Because, you know, I'm too lazy to show all the sewing, so maybe with an in-depth tutorial it will get better. Next step was giving her some hair, and I had already brushed out this yarn that was white-ish, brown-ish, so it looked a little bit more like she has already grayish hair. And yeah, after straightening it out, I mainly put it at the hairline of the hat, because I wanted to give her a more, pulled back hairdo, and I made a cap for her that she should wear, so you wouldn't be able to see that much of it, so I decided to leave her bold underneath her cap. As soon as this first layer was dry, I styled it a little bit and then just rolled the hair back to her head, cut off the excess, and yeah, to keep everything in place, I then glued her cap on and left this to dry for a moment, and I was
completely happy with it. It really looked great, I think. And it is still looking great. I am totally in love with her. Yeah. I think she is definitely the best of the bunch. If I wouldn't be so messy, I would have give her this little shoe that you see there, but I had to use some Cinderella shoes. You're welcome for the very weird fanfiction about Santa marrying Cinderella. Yeah, then it was time to finally put her into her dress, and I had a similar problem as with Santa. On him, the wrists of the cuffs of the shirt were too wide. With her, they were too tight, so I had to get a little bit tricky. But then I sewed the back shut, and yeah, I totally loved how she looked in her dress, even without her hat. Obviously, next step is to give her a hat, because creepy. I glued on some lashes, and I had these little nail decoration things, a gold snowflake with a rhinestone in the middle. I thought these were the perfect earrings for her. And with that, she just needed to dry and was finished. And again, I can't tell you how happy I am about her. I think really she turned out the best of all the Christmas dolls I made. Why I wanted to show her last.
And with that, our Christmas lady is done. And I'm insanely proud of her. I just love the dress. I think it looks so great. And yeah, I'm happy with her. And I'm happy too that the dolls are finished. I just have to make some finishing touches on the seam, and then I'm done with the Christmas decorations. And I'm looking forward to what you say when you see it completed at the 25th of December. I will post this last video at the 25th, and then I will take a break. But not for long. I will start uploading again in January, and yeah, we will see us then. Goodbye.